Today on Stewart-Cox Family News, the House passed a resolution denouncing the horrors of socialism Friday. Hours before Democratic Socialist New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani was scheduled to meet President Trump. Share your thoughts below and leave a comment. Now let's see the clip.
We can tell you that just hours before Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani arrived in Washington for his first meeting with President Trump, the House of Representatives passed a bipartisan resolution condemning the, quote, horrors of socialism.
Let's find out more about this. Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us once again to tell us the details. Marcia?
Okay, Jay and Dick. Far be it from me to be a conspiracy theorist, but it was probably no accident that the House voted to condemn socialism on the very day New York City's mayor-elect, a Democratic socialist, met with President Trump at the White House. Now listen to this. The resolution was introduced nearly a month ago, but Republicans decided to bring it to the floor for a vote today.
I have to be honest with you, I focused very little on resolutions. Frankly, I've been focusing...
socialism.
I understand. I think the focus is on the work at hand. I can tell you I am someone who is a democratic socialist. I've been very open about that. And I know there might be differences about ideology, but the place of agreement is the work that needs to be done to make New York City affordable. That's what I look forward to.
Standing next to President Trump in the Oval Office, Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani batted away a question about a resolution passed by the House that decried the horrors of socialism. The resolution was voted on just as Mamdani was arriving in Washington to meet with the president.
A yes vote on this resolution should be a relatively straightforward, easy decision. It simply states that Congress denounces socialism in all its forms and opposes the implementations of socialist policies in the United States of America.
The resolution passed in a bipartisan vote of 285 to 98, but it was particularly embarrassing to the newly elected mayor because among the 86 Democrats who supported the measure were 14 congressmen from New York and New Jersey. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who only endorsed Mamdani at the 11th hour of the mayor's race, voted with the Republicans to support the measure. Other New Yorkers who also supported the measure included Congressman Richie Torres of the Bronx, Greg Meeks and Grace Meng of Queens, and Laura Gillen and Tom Suozzi of Long Island. Suozzi made a special point of distancing himself from Mamdani during the mayoral campaign. Among the Democrats voting against the measure was Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
I wish we were here on the House floor this morning debating solutions that would reduce grocery bills, lower housing costs, end Trump's tariffs strangling American small businesses and manufacturers, solve the Republican health care crisis, or any legislation that allows Americans to afford to live through the catastrophic economic policies of Trump and the Republicans.
Now, the measure was also supported by Staten Island Congresswoman Nicole Maliotakis, whose mother fled Cuba in 1959. Maliotakis said her mother left Cuba to avoid what she called, quote, the very things that our new socialist mayor in New York City says he wants.
Of course, the president does support now some of those policies. So that mixes up everything, doesn't it?
It does mix up everything.
Okay, thanks, Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.